All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. Okay. Hey everybody, T here with Westies. I'm here with our friend Leslie from House of Honey.
Hi.
She is the one you may know from the House of Honey coffee shop over on 91st and Union Hills. Yes, it's close by. 91st and Union Hills, House of Honey. We've been getting their honey and we put that on our toast. We've put that in our coffees, salad dressings. We've done a few of those. And yeah, best local honey. She's here to talk to you guys about her honey, her hives, all that stuff. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so we are local beekeepers here in the Valley, and we specialize in obviously honey. We started in 2007, and we've grown into a large commercial beekeeping company now. So we have 7,800 hives.
Wow.
And we travel across the country with them as well. We have an operation here in the West Valley, which is where we get all of our wildflower honey from. We have a second operation up in Parker, and that's where we get our mesquite honey from. And that one's an important part of our operation just because over there we're very lucky to have a contract with a reservation.
Oh,
so
wow.
we are able to be in land that's protected and not being built on, no pesticides, nothing. So it's very unique honey because we get it from like pure mesquite trees.
Yeah, that's awesome. Keyword, no pesticide. I'm not sure if all of the places that say that they have organic honey can actually be certified organic honey, as bees kind of travel. So you can't really, keep the bees in a area designated for just that. So to say that honey is organic, I don't know if it's 100% correct, but it is, like you said, if the hives are unsprayed and all that, that's kind of what we're hoping for. And then one thing that I always tell people, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, we take honey, local honey specifically, because it helps with local allergies. So we had a friend who is from Washington. Whenever she comes and visits here, she's like, hey, can you load us up with local honey, specifically local honey? Because whatever is in the air that is making you sneeze or making you, kind of all that stuff, not feel good, can be undone by taking local honey, local bee pollen. And tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so basically the way that works is that the bees travel, and especially here in the West Valley, we tend to place our hives closer to the homes. So if we can get a spot in the desert close to a neighborhood, we'll put the hives there. The bees will travel around, pollinate all like the flowers in your front yard, backyard, the stuff that's really getting you, know, a little bit sick. And all that gets taken into the honey making process. So when you consume the honey, you're getting a little bit of that immunity. Same thing with the pollen. You'll notice that if you take pollen and you start to feel like the itchy throat, and you start to get a little bit of an itchy throat, or you start to get sniffly, that's because you're taking exactly what you're allergic to. That's why we recommend taking it in very small doses. Mm-hmm. That way you can get like an immunity shot from it. Yeah. So that's exactly what it is, yeah.
So the bee pollen, this is from Leslie's hives there. The bee pollen, so what I tell people is the pollen is what the bees kind of end up with. They travel and it's on their feet.
Yeah.
And then it kind of lands
on their little legs.
Yeah.
And then they have it everywhere and they roll it down and make the little ball. So the shape of the pollen bits is exactly what the bees are making.
That's so
cool.
They
roll it into that shape.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we have these here. You can add bee pollen into any of your smoothies. You can actually sprinkle them on toast, put them on salads, all of that. Individually, I've tasted these individually. Yeah. Some of them taste like flour, some of them taste bitter, some of them taste like honey. Yeah, they all kind of have like a little unique flavor to each of them. Leslie started House of Honey kind of around the time we were looking for a commercial space.
Oh yeah?
And then so she got in her space, and then shortly after that we got in. So we're kind of like parallel business owners in that sense when it comes to the timeline. And man, it was hard. And she told me, I shared with her about our issues with our first general contractor, how hard that was, and then she had issues with hers, and you ended up contracting your own like work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot more than I can do. So she did really good with that. So if you guys haven't been there, 91st and Union Hills, they are on the southwest corner. And yeah, cute little coffee shop. You guys have like honey you guys can load up.
Yeah,
and
come by with your own jars. We try to be as sustainable as we can. Same thing, we want to protect the environment and the bees. So we encourage people to bring their own jars. And we have self-fill stations, kind of like what you would do with like frozen yogurt, where you fill up and then we weigh it and you just pay by the ounce.
Yeah.
Keeping it sustainable and
that's awesome. So cool. Okay, so today here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a dish together. This is gonna be, this is actually not on the menu. So if you're hanging out in our dining room at any point, and it's kind of slow, actually not really. We like to experiment back here, and we totally craft different things, and then we just bring them out to the customers out there. So that's actually what we're gonna do. So we're gonna highlight a couple of things. We're gonna highlight, you get your honeys here. You get two different ones. So this is my favorite honey, orange blossom, right?
yes.
So when can we get this? Like what time of the season can we
Well,
get that?
right now we're all stocked up, so if we can make it last for a while, we will. But yeah, come in and get some at the coffee shop.
Awesome. This is, so orange blossom was the honey we used to put in our beet salad dressing, which now that we have it, we're gonna put that back in the beet dressing. And just because it works well with citrus, works well with turmeric, it's so delicious, very light. And then tell us about this one.
This is our mesquite honey, the one I was talking about from Parker. So it's very unique because it does tend to be in a thicker consistency due to the low humidity in the mesquite tree nectar.
Yeah.
So it translates literally directly into the honey because it'll crystallize faster, and it just does tend to have thicker consistency as well as a smoky aftertaste.
Yeah, smoky aftertaste. And then right now, what we're using here is, which one are we using right now? Wildflower. Yeah,
so that's
wildflower.
your West Valley honey. It's going to be a more neutral flavor profile, nothing too crazy, easily dissolvable.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Well, let's get rolling. We've got an amazing brioche. All right. So today we're gonna highlight the brioche bun from Noble Bread. Friends of Noble Bread. Jason always gets back to me. He's just awesome. And I always ask tons of questions for them. But they are Phoenix's best bakery. We're gonna use their bread today. That's what a brioche sandwich slice would look like. Man, these are just killer toasted. They smell so good. And then we had this different cut. It's like a plank cut. I'm gonna put on some gloves real quick. Leslie, you ready? So, what the French would call a petit four, or petit fours, as Americans would call it, which is kind of like small bites, but they're sweet, right? So they're kind of like desserts. So kind of like what you would serve at your shop with like tea or coffee. All right, so we got some organic cream cheese here. This is super simple, like a nice little cream cheese. You bake much at home?
I do. I love baking.
You like baking or cooking more?
I like baking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you bake?
I'm making killer carrot cake.
Oh!
I can make a mini flan.
Yeah. Oh, flan's good. We need a carrot cake battle here. We got a carrot cake. You gotta leave with a carrot cake today.
I will.
Grab that cinnamon. I'll put a little cinnamon in here. We use Ceylon cinnamon. CEY Halloween. The best cinnamon. Vietnamese cinnamon's also good, like Saigon vinegar cinnamon, but this one is just like, it's good raw.
Mm-hmm.
I like to heat up cinnamon normally, but usually don't have to.
What does it do when you heat it up?
When you heat it up, it gets all the oils out of the cinnamon. So when we make our apple cider, we heat up cinnamon, we heat up the cloves, and then we put it in the juice, and then we strain that out. And it just sits there for, Brandon, how long does it sit? 8 hours? About 8 hours, yeah. and then we actually got a batch. Okay, so that already changed the smell a little bit. Okay, let's use some clover honey on that.
Orange blossom?
Or sorry, yeah, orange blossom. Keep saying clover. You don't have clover
You're
anymore.
obsessed with clover.
Yeah, I know.
Gorgeous. That looks so good.
Here, you're like baking. You can mix it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna cut this brioche. We actually have a guest right now in the dining room, so maybe if she hangs out, she can have some. She was reading and she heard that magically.
This would be good on like a tea time tower.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Sweet, perfect. So, we're not gonna bother with the fancy pastry bags. You don't need those. You don't need fancy pastry bags. Just go with the old school Ziploc. Actually, they're not paying us for this video, so we should call it a zip top bag.
Yeah.
Zip top.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us, Ziploc. There's that. It's like those cooking shows where you just throw all the dishes away, and I always wonder who does that. Like who does the dishes?
Me.
The production team, Clemens. She does the dishes. Okay, just get a little bit of the air out. Boom. And we got a lot of it. What's that?
This is just like such a weird.
Such a weird
I have to hunch so much.
That's because you're also 7 foot tall.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Okay, that's me. Let's go with the strawberries first. Alright, so we just cut these up. Go with one good looking blueberry for each of those. So this is just dark chocolate. We use this for our peppermint mocha. You can talk. Producers can talk.
Hey.
Lemon here. Orange. Did I say lemon? I used lemon last time on this. It's good. Microplane a little. If you guys don't know, orange and chocolate, that's the business right there. So a little bit of that. Blossom.
The orange flavor is gonna be really good.
Yeah. Really a lot. Just nice and messy is how we like it. Cool. Taste test. Here we go. So let's give this to Kaylee, who's our guest of honor here in the dining room on this quiet afternoon.
So exciting.
Bad day to have allergies to anything, so.
True. Is this a one biter?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. It's like a sushi bite.
No, it's not a one biter.
We can do two. It's okay.
That is really good. Oh my gosh, that honey is really good.
Right? Cheers, guys.
But
Boop, boop. Mm. What do you think?
Very delicious.
how do you feel?
2 thumbs up. That, a little bit of coffee on the side, like a nice little tea. Ooh, man.
A little cinnamon honey latte.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
should try the orange honey by itself.
That's all? Oh, so good. That honey reminds me of my childhood. That's like
The good part?
the good, yeah. A few good months I had as a child. Sad stories by T. Leslie, you want to make us a coffee?
Sure.
All right. I think. Well, let's see. We have our. Oh, here's what we need. Yeah, let's make a coffee. I have a honey lavender with your wildflower honey.
Okay. Oh, you guys make a syrup?
Yeah, we make a little syrup.
Oh.
We have lavender from Oregon, which is beautiful, and then we steep it down with honey, with your honey. Yeah, and then there's nothing. That's it. That's all that's in it. A little bit of water. Yep. Okay, so have at it. Are you a decaf coffee person?
I used to be, but I grew up. So
Yeah, and then you found out that decaf coffee is just like not even worth it.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Boom. I'm gonna do a little bit of this.
Gorgeous.
Do you have any allergies?
Nope. I'm allergic to bees, actually.
No way.
Yes. Do you want to
Seriously?
know the funniest story?
That's crazy.
So when I was younger, my dad wanted us to be out there with him in the field.
Okay.
And I hated it because I was a girl in the summer and didn't want to be in a bee suit out in the field. So I would go. I was forced to go. And
Yeah.
on my second day of the job, I fell asleep in the truck. And then I got out of the truck without my veil and I got stung in the head.
No.
And that's the day I found out I was
swelled up?
allergic. Yeah, my throat started closing.
Hey, you got orange right there? Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait,
orange.
sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, this is very gourmet.
No, it's just fun. We like it rustic. All right, here's this guy. I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of over just on top.
Orange.
Orange. Yeah, keep calling it clover. Orange blossom. See, just like a good producer, Clemens just corrects me all the time, all day long.
You just have all the skills.
All day. What do you mean you can't say that to the fans?
Because we're not gonna work over honey.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's
So good. All right. Let's try these. Here. That's good. That's
The honey
dessert.
drizzle on the top is a good touch.
That's dessert. You don't do that?
Sometimes. Maybe I'll come here and have my coffees every morning.
Hey,
We'll see.
a good honey makes so much difference. So good. Wow. Okay. We should make more of those, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome. All right, guys, go check out House of Honey on 91st and Union Hills. They have great coffee over there, good people, amazing honey. And yeah, just another Peoria business that is worth a follow, worth a check out. And again, their neighbors are like, real people, real places. So go and check it out. Leslie, it's been a pleasure.
Likewise, thank you for
Cheers.
letting me part of
Yeah, good stuff. So, House of Honey, it's the place to be.
Westy is the place to be, too.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Cheers. It's good. Cut.